I recognize the fact that it is inconceivable to so many to fully understand that the amount of restrictions that are being placed on speech and what is being planned and calculated and articulated to limit your ability to express yourself, to merely utter what you believe to be the truth, it confounds people's imagination to think that this is even possible. And I recognize this. It goes against everything you believe. You think to yourself, this can't be happening. You just can't have these many people openly and deliberately and notoriously going out of their way to limit my ability to speak, my ability to opine, my ability to articulate a factual basis, a truth structure that I'm okay with. Oh, no, no, no. You have never seen, or have you been able to understand and truly grasp the number of people, brilliant people, with access to means and functionalities you can't imagine, who are fixing it so that if you do not comply and comport with what is considered to be true and non-hate and accurate and safe and benign and anodyne and okay for public consumption, if you don't compete with that, you're through. You're just done. I'm going to explain this. And I want you to understand it. But first, you must understand a couple of things too. First, I ask that you like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell so you're notified of live streams and new videos. And also, please, please support and patronize our wonderful sponsor, mypillow.com. If you use the promo code Lionel, you receive a free gift. Go to the site, prepare with, what am I saying? It's my, I'm getting my sponsors confused. Preparewithlionel.com is good too. But this is mypillow.com. Mypillow.com. Promo code Lionel. It's been a long day. It's been a long year. It's been a long decade. It's been a long everything. Listen to what we're talking about right now. This is what I see and what I have read. This is called Our Common Agenda Policy Brief 8, Information Integrity and Digital Platforms. This is from the UN. This is from the UN, and this is the policy brief, a part of the Secretary General's vision, his worldview for the future of the world, where he's looking for, quote, global and international cooperation. Our common agenda, he calls it. And it was released on June 12th. And the report itself deals with what is considered by many to be an Orwellian or a dystopian future view with exceedingly strict controls over information to be tackled, to be construed, to be addressed. Information that provides the, quote, existential threats that they label as, or they refer to, hate speech and disinformation. It's incredible. He says one tactic, among others, has been to publish content to fake clone versions of news sites to make articles seem like they are from legitimate sources. Further, the present policy brief is focused on how threats to information integrity are having an impact on progress on global, national, and local issues. Please read this. I will put the link there for you. He mentions the importance, the criticality, and of course, the respect and recognition of human rights. But he also made it very, very clear that, quote, freedom of opinion and expression only apply as long as you follow the directives and the orders from these panjandrums and don't question orders or dogma or fiats. Quote, disinformation can negatively impact the enjoyment of human rights and fundamental freedoms, as well as the attainment of the sustainable development goals. If this doesn't frighten you, if this doesn't petrify you, if this doesn't freak you out, if this does not make you fully aware of how determined and how organized these folks are, I don't know what will. In my, I say brief, in my 40-year career and involvement with professional conversational analysis in these particular spoken word platforms, I've seen my share of attempts to limit, to censor, to fine, to limit. But I have never, ever seen it at these levels of conspicuousness, because they don't hide this. They don't hide it. And they say it very, very clearly. We must stop hate speech. We must stop misinformation and disinformation. What does that mean? Well, that's a different story. That's a different story. That's for you to decide. But I am telling you, and I'm not here just to, I'm not somebody who's just trying to exaggerate. I don't have to. Read this for yourself. Let me put this link in. I will attach this link. Please read this. And what's going to happen, my biggest fear is that, if it hasn't already happened, the United States will cede jurisdiction to these NGOs or these international organizations, UN and otherwise. We will basically cede jurisdiction and let them do the heavy lifting when it comes to lowering the boom in terms of enforcement, determining who can and can't speak. And then when you say, but wait a minute, what about our First Amendment? What about our constitutional rights? What about our freedoms of expression and opinion? They'll say, sorry, those have been supplanted in our ceding such to these folks. We have also transferred and moved and relocated your constitutional rights offline. Kind of an outboard control. They will be subsumed under some UN charter, and we're sure they will be looked after. But it's part of the fact that we are now, the United States is a part of this global reset, this cabal. And we are turning over as much of our sovereignty as possible, up to and including the protection that is arguably the protection that is supposed to be there to guarantee your freedom of expression and thought and ideas and speech. If you're not scared by this, you're not paying attention. Thank you, dear friend. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell so you'd be notified of new videos and live streams. Don't forget our great sponsor, mypillow.com/Lionel, promo code Lionel. And please comment as you see fit.